video is about doing the camel and changing from one side to the other. It's a camel with a little hesitation. This is something I learned from an American dancer, and I feel like it's a bit of a sort of Americanization of the move, but I use this all the time in otherwise more classically Middle Eastern choreographies, and I think it's a lovely way to do the camel. So what you're going to do is camel to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. The front leg is toward the back wall. Your feet are going to be pretty close together. Stay on the balls of your feet, ideally. You've got one camel rocking your weight forward and back. Then you do a half. You, instead of finishing it normally, you rotate, bring your feet together, and you reach your foot the other way to change this movement, 1 and a half the other way. So as you do the second half of the second camel, you are still finishing the camel move as well as you can, but you've got to pivot on your foot, face the other direction. So it's and 1, and turn, but see how my hips are still moving. And 1, and turn. And 1, and turn, last one, and turn. If you have a carpet like I do, it might be a little tricky, especially if you have weaker ankles. You might have to play around with where you practice this move, because you'll need to be able to have one foot off the floor and be pivoting on this foot. To help you do that, think about being strong and stable in your core. I know your core is moving, but check that you're balanced. Basically, you're trying to line everything up, not adding any twists. You can also unlock this knee that you're going to, that's going to take your weight. So when this is going this way, sorry, let me back up. 1, there, sorry, it's this knee I'm talking about, the one that's going to take all your weight for a moment. You can unlock it. It can be a little bit bent if that helps you. You could also have it really straight if that helps you. You could go either way. One more idea for keeping this nice and balanced is you're going to go and 1, and drag your toes. And 1, drag your toes. If you do the toe drag, you can put your heel lightly onto the floor and sink down a little bit more, and I think that works fine. So I think it might be a little easier to balance. You're dragging the toe along the floor without really putting your weight on it, but it will help to stabilize you a bit. It looks a little bit like a tango decoration if you have ever danced tango. So again, this way is and 1, and a toe drag, and 1, and a toe drag. With the toe drag, you can stay on the balls of your feet, but you can also drop your heel down a little bit. You don't want to really put your weight in it because you never want to try to rotate your whole flat foot on the floor. It's just not going to work. But you can lightly touch your heel to the carpet or keep it just hovering across above the floor. It's going to give you a little more stability. So showing you this one more time really quickly. We've got version 1 is 1 to collect the feet, 1 to just collect the feet, and version 2 is 1 to drag, 1 to drag, 1 to drag. I am going to make a separate video to get into some arm options for this. For now, I want you to just work on the body work and the footwork. We'll add the arms as a decoration in a later video. So good luck with that. Let me know if you have any questions.